Today we're walking through 5 real in-game scams that turn pixels into paydays, calmly, with jokes, and with numbers you can feel. We'll say what each game is in plain words first, then how the trick worked, roughly how much people lost, and a famous case so you can picture it. By the end you'll have a tiny checklist that saves big headaches, and maybe a story to tell in the comments. The first scam we're going to talk about takes place in EVE Online. EVE Online is a massive online space sandbox where players form corporations, think guilds, run stations and logistics, manufacture ships and blueprints, and take part in an economy that is largely player-driven. Picture interstellar politics mixed with spreadsheets and laser beams. It sounds nerdy, but it moves a surprising amount of value. In this world, the scammer rarely arrives shouting. He arrives helping. He volunteers for the boring shifts, shows up on the tough alarms, lends modules when someone is short, and little by little earns higher permissions, first one hangar, then another, and eventually access to expensive blueprints. The morning of the heist usually looks perfectly routine. Guys, quick audit. The hangars open, ships and blueprints parade past like a showroom, and with a few well-placed clicks the inventory starts slimming down until they hit 0. No explosions, no drama, just an awkward silence and a ledger that stops moving. How they did it: long con trust plus storage permission escalation. Money lost. The value of stolen assets is often estimated in the thousands of dollars. And for large corporations with original blueprints and full fleets, there have been 5-figure estimates when you convert in-game value to market prices. Notable cases: the Guiding Hand Social Club job, infiltration plus assassination plus looting, and various corp/bank thefts that read like space true crime. Key idea: you thought you hired a quartermaster, you accidentally hired a moving company and handed them your keys. The second scam happens in RuneScape. RuneScape is a veteran fantasy MMO with bustling town squares, simple professions, and a special zone called the Wilderness, where player versus player combat is allowed, and if they catch you there, you can lose whatever you're carrying. It looks innocent on the surface, which makes it perfect for tempting promises. The classic trick is, I'll double your gold. A flashy player with a rare pet, surrounded by fans who swear he's legit, offers you a trade. To win you over, he first doubles a small test amount and hands it back with a smile. When you send the big stack, the one that took you weeks, he disappears in the most textbook logout you've ever seen. The twin variant is the friendly walk. Come, I'll show you a shortcut for faster XP. You step a couple of tiles out of the safe zone, a little skull icon appears, you've crossed into the wilderness, and suddenly all your gear goes to a better place. Namely, his inventory. How they did it: a small proof to build trust and then vanish, or a lure to move you into a different rules area and flip the protection off. Money lost. Anywhere from $10 to $50 on small attempts to hundreds or thousands when rare items like party hats were involved on gray market pricing. Notable cases, endless clips of painful losses, and I knew better and still fell for it posts. These work for years because they lean on the same levers: greed, hurry, and social pressure. The third scam shows up in Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is a highly competitive 5 versus 5 shooter. Weapons play the same for everyone, but skins, paints and finishes, are collectible cosmetics traded on external markets, and some reach serious price tags, from hundreds up to tens of thousands of dollars for the most desired pieces. The first trick is theatrical and happens right inside the trade window. They put your dream knife in front of you. The chat feels friendly. They add a little urgency with another buyer's waiting. And right before you confirm, they do a last-second swap to a nearly identical skin that's much cheaper. You accept because impulse beats patience, and technically everything was legal. You didn't read the exact item name. The second trick is a ghost. They send you a link to a site that looks official, with the same design and the same little security padlock. Log in to connect your inventory, they say. When you do, they steal your Steam session and approve trades in your name while you're off making coffee. How they did it? A last-second swap exploiting similar icons in your rush. B. Phishing with a clone site to steal the session and auto-approve transfers. Money lost. A single mistake can cost several hundred or even 5 figures if we're talking blue gem knives or the AWP Dragon Lore. Notable cases: streamers left without inventories, live on air, and private sales priced like a used car. Key idea: when the page yells, "Hurry," your wallet should whisper, "How about I read first?" The fourth scam popped up in Diablo III. Diablo III is an action RPG where you smash demons for loot. For a while, the game had a real money auction house where players could trade with actual cash. Everything felt orderly until a gold duplication bug flooded the market. Too much currency in circulation, prices spiking, and a domino effect of nervous buying. Plenty of people tried to surf the wave and ended up under it. Those who sold early salvaged something. Those who waited just a little longer watched their item values dance in a matter of hours. Blizzard had to step in, and the real money auction house did not survive the storm. How they did it: dupe glitch, hyperinflation, market panic, rollbacks and shutdowns. Money lost, rapid swings of hundreds to thousands of dollars for players holding expensive items or speculating. Notable, the eventual shutdown of the real money auction house, now cited as a lesson on why mixing games and cash can be very costly if the system breaks. The fifth scam happens in FIFA/EA FC Ultimate Team. It's EA's football soccer series, and the Ultimate Team mode runs on player cards and coins to build your dream squad. Those cards and coins are desirable and tradable, which makes them a magnet for scammers. The email arrives looking official. Proper logo, serious wording, and a nicely worded ultimatum. Unusual activity: verify your club within 24 hours. Afraid of a ban or losing your team? You click, see a pristine page, and enter your login. Between two-factor prompts and a bit of panic, someone somewhere moves your best cards to mule accounts in minutes. When you open the app, the stadium lights are on, but the pitch is empty. How they did it? Fake login plus credential/session theft, rapid transfer to intermediate accounts, money lost, full clubs valued at hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on card and coin prices on gray markets. Notable cases: every season brings fresh stories of wiped clubs and creators begging people not to log in via links. Why these 5 games attract scams like these? All 5 titles mix at least 2 powerful ingredients: tradable value and social trust. EVE has a player-run economy with real roles and permissions, so long cons pay because access equals money. RuneScape concentrates people in busy hubs and flips the rules inside the wilderness, so a friendly chat can become a loot transfer in 2 steps. Counter-Strike turns cosmetics into scarce collectibles priced by third-party markets, so one rushed click can equal hundreds or 5 figures. Diablo III briefly connected loot to actual cash through its auction house, so any bug behaved like a bad central bank. and ultimate team wrap status in cards and coins across seasons, so phishing thrives on fear of bans and love for a dream squad. Games change. The tricks don't. Fake authority, urgency, and the promise of easy profit are the same old costumes with new logos. If something similar happened to you, or you almost fell and saved yourself at the last second, share it in the comments so others can learn for free. And remember, not everything shiny is loot. Sometimes it's just somebody else's retirement plan, funded by you.